Greetings Pisceans, and welcome to this reading with me. This is April 2018. We are going to be using 3 different decks, 4 cards from each one. So it's quite a comprehensive reading for you guys. Now before I started the reading, I did some intuitive work for you. And Pisces, I came up with the number 16, which breaks down to 7. The yellow or solar plexus chakra. The words choice, assertiveness, empowerment, authenticity, teenagers, and fences and grass. So I'm not sure how that's going to relate to each and every one of you. Perhaps you will resonate with those words. So let's see, Pisces, what's in store for you for April 2018. The 8 of Wands, the King of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. So quite a lot of the wand energy coming through. They can represent creative passions and also career related issues. April is the month this year where Easter is within it because of the religious holiday. And I often find at these times when the religious celebrations are upon the earth that we can become very connected spiritually and receive quite a lot of intuitive messages, and both from passed over deceased loved ones and also from the high vibrational energies such as ascended masters and such like. Your next card is hope, then spiritual union, then choose wisely, then wisdom. Wow, you've got some nice cards coming in, Pisces. Some beautiful energy there in that second row as well as some in the top row. So a last shuffle for you using these cards. And I think I've got them upside down, but it doesn't matter. I shall just turn them around. These are the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. So one more shuffle for Pisces. Mary Magdalene, Dwell Call. I'll just move them up so we can fit them on the table. Charity, and Holy Amethyst. So it's quite difficult to get all of the cards in focus all of the time, just the way the camera works. It's quite a vast space to cover, so the depth of field of being in focus is a little bit difficult to arrange. So I'll just try and play with it a little bit during the reading. We will be looking down the columns predominantly, however all of the cards are easily intermingled. There's no set agenda here. But reading from the columns, we will start here, just because we have to pick somewhere to begin. So that first card is the 8 of Wands, then we have number 17, the Hope, and then we have Mary Magdalene, and it says Teacher Awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. So she's got quite a determined attitude. And I think too, if we look at the 2 cards above it, they're both very positive cards and they're both full of action and energy. The number 8, the 8 of Wands, and also the one below it, 17, adds up to 8, so you've got 2 8s going on there together, so that's reinforcing the number. We look at the 8 of Wands as being one of action and quick action, decisions, also around the creative source zone and our passionate zone. It can be career related. Now often this card can mean air travel, so some of you could be planning a trip or going overseas or going on a plane or travelling. It could be related to work or it could be for pleasure. The Hope card underneath it symbolises the star, which is kind of leads this beautiful energy through your whole reading, and that bright sparkling energy traverses across the whole lot of the cards, all of the situations we will talk about the whole month, and leads you into the next month as well. It's a beautiful card to have, especially for this spiritual time, because it's almost as if it's the energy of celestial beings like spirit guides, angelic helpers and such like can also come in when this card is around. And we have used the Keepers of the Light cards down here, and it just sort of infuses that energy as well. So the Hope card can often talk about the fact that anything you have really been wanting or focusing on could be coming to fruition now. It could be that if you focus on those particular areas of your life, you may find that you get some positive outcome. It does also talk to us about balance, and we do need to have balance in our life to make sure that we are giving every perspective and dynamic of ourselves the right amount of time and energy. And this card right next to it too, the spiritual union, the number 2, also refers to bringing in balance and harmony to create, from 2 you can create a whole perspective. So often that's the case. If you're looking at something in your life and you're looking at one area more than another, perhaps it also would be beneficial to bundle everything up, and you might find you get more answers when you pool all of your resources together if you're looking for an outcome or a direction of some sort, whether it be relationships, career, inspiration, or even health. But Mary Magdalene is definitely saying there's a teacher ability, and it says you have something important to share. So perhaps some of you have got great ideas, or you have got this passion coming forward in your life, or you've got this creative stirring around your either career sector or your hobbies and dreams, ideas in life. It feels as though something is awakening from April on. This can also symbolize new love relationships, and they can be quite quick, and they can come in fast and in a flurry. If we move to the next column, we see the King of Wands, the 2, which is the spiritual union, and Dwal Kul, which is Dharma unfolding. So for some of you, this King of Wands could be a new person walking into your life. He could be a fire sign, rising, moon, or sun sign. And he could be a romantic possibility. He could be a potential employer or employee as well. But given that there's the spiritual union card down here, it feels as though for some of you this could be a love interest. Now it could also be someone who is already in your life, who you are experiencing a relationship with, and this relationship could take itself to a deeper level. There is a possibility that this could be a new business partnership forming for some of you, and it could be a very enriched and successful business that is teaming up together. So lots of different opportunities that are arising within those cards being in the same line. It is beautiful to get the spiritual union card. It does talk to us about harmony and the blending of souls. So sometimes this can reference a soulmate energy. Although, to be honest, most relationships we have in our life are soulmates. Some obviously last for longer than others, and some have a bigger effect on our lives. But it tends to bode like a positive, happy, effervescent relationship that is awakening your heart and your mind as well. And Dwal Kul down at the bottom, he's saying Dharma is unfolding. He says, remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time toward happiness. So again, we've got this wonderful synergy of talking about happiness with this either person in your life, or this project that you are forming, or this possible new business enterprise, or a new love relationship. Something really positive is boiling up through that particular column in the reading. And the star is right next to it as well, with the word hope on it. There's lots of energy around. It could be quick moving, it could be unexpected events that are taking place for you. There definitely, when I said to you at the very beginning of the reading too that I got the yellow colour in the solar plexus chakra, this star is being held right in this area as well. So some of you might be regaining strength after losing it, and whether it was in a personal relationship area, or whether it was in a business or employment area, you might be regaining strength and feel as though you have turned a corner on something. We come to this next row. We have another wonderful card at the top, the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, choose wisely, and then we have Charity, and she is prayer and contemplation. She says, connect with heaven and ask and you shall receive. So the 10 of Cups is a beautiful card. People love to see that. You know, you've got so many in here that people really do love to have, like hope, spiritual union, the 10 of Cups. A lot of people would wish to have them in a reading, and you've got them all in one reading. So I'm just trying to focus again in a little bit different space for you so you can see things differently. This often refers to happy families, the propositions of marriage, attending a wedding or an engagement, or the birth of a child. It can be the amalgamation of two families coming together. It can be representative of shifting homes into a happier home. So if some of you have been in an environment where you've had a negative energy or issues that have cropped up, this can be a symbol of saying that things are coming to a nicer conclusion, or there's happiness around, or there's this feeling of being looked after and supported and nurtured by other people in your life as well. And quite often people that will be close to you, so friends or family members already. So if any of you have been feeling as though you've not had support or you've been missing out, I think if you look a little harder again, you'll find that you have quite a lot around you. Now, this card, the Seven of Cups, is telling you to choose wisely. So if you are looking around at all your options in life, possibly some of you it's new business opportunities or new career moves or new ideas or passions, there will be a lot around you. You've got a busy month with plenty of opportunity. It just pays to do due diligence on your choices, because some of these might not be right for you. So remember, when we ask the universe for things like, oh, I'd love to have a new job, or I'd love to have better health, or I'd love to have a new romance, often the universe delivers, and you might get this whole abundance of stuff coming in and go, whoa, wow, which way do I go? Oh, should I take this one or that one? Blah, blah, blah. This card is saying if you have lots of opportunities in the month of April, just be careful which ones you pick, because some of them are not right for you. So rather than just pick at the emotional level, use some logic and intelligence behind it as well. And if you need to ask for more assistance on which decision to make, ask for it. So I feel as if some of you do have a lot of decisions coming in April, and it could be about quite a lot of different things. It could even relate to this possible travel or trip or opportunities coming your way regards jobs or people or relationships. So don't be afraid to ask either friends or family or your celestial helpers. We come to this last column and we see the Three of Wands with the kyanite sitting on it actually. The Five of well, it's a major arcana, the same as the Hope card, so that's wisdom, which is actually the Hierophant, and then Holy Amethyst, and she's divine alchemy. Move beyond current challenges and focus on what you desire. So these two are pretty much down here telling you that, you know, ask and you can receive, and focus on that which you desire. So if there is something you've been waiting for or pondering on or wishing upon, you can take firmer action to gain those particular things in your life, I think. And this one here is beautiful with this, again, like pulsing sun energy. He's holding a very biblical or ancient text, often sort of considered possibly a Bible or another religious type of text. So he has great wisdom in his mind. He pertains to spiritual ascension and understanding understanding boundaries, rules and regulations as well as part of his being. But if we start at the top with the Three of Wands, we see that person with his back to us and looking into the future. He does require balance again, so we've mentioned that a couple of times in your reading. This can prove to be thinking or pondering about your future career prospects, or how you earn your money, or how you invest it, or where you put it, or what you're passionate about. Some of you might be wanting to be more creative, because Pisceans are very creative. Of the 12 signs, you're one of the most. And a lot of you that I know, and I know lots of Pisceans, own their own businesses, so they're very entrepreneurial and have this great ability to dream things up from the thought process and turn them into reality. And that's often what this card suggests, looking into the future on how to bring something into this reality and format it into solid structure. So for some of you, you could be thinking that, and it's either to do with passion or creative resources or career, or just your whole placement where you want to be in the future. You know, do you want to live here or live there? Do you want to be with this person or that? Do you want to offer this to society or take that or give this? And I think it's telling you that if you follow some of the wisdom you have learned, and if you follow some sound practical guidance and logic that the Hierophant often has, and look to the higher energies and the higher wisdom and knowledge of life and of the universe, you will collaboratively put that all together to form what it is that you want. And that's what alchemy is. Alchemy is turning something into something else. So it starts off as one thing and it grows and prospers and turns into something else. And I feel this whole channel here is about doing that. So for a lot of you, this could be quite a fundamentally strong message. It's about initiating something or starting a process or procedure whereby you've thought about it and you want to bring it into conception, into reality, and move it into a progressive transition forward. And that's what alchemy is, and she's offering you that. So do some meditation on it, do some connection on it, look to the highest wisdom you can get. You may find that you seek a mentor with this project. You may find that someone else can help you, and it could be an older person who has either been through a similar situation or who is a really good strategist who could help implement all these things that you're thinking about. So, as I said, I think it's a really powerful reading. It's a great one to be doing for this month of April because we've got all sorts of different celestial energies in and different messages and meanings as well. So I hope you've found that really useful, Pisces, and that you've been able to connect with some of the words that were mentioned and some of the cards that have come up and the overall messages as well. So thanks for subbing the channel, everyone, and if you sub that way you will be able to see all the uploads that come from me. As well, I love your comments and that you like the videos too. So hey everyone, have a happy, healthy, wonderful Easter and April ahead, and I look forward to doing your monthly reading for May. If anyone wants a private reading with me, just follow the link below the video. Much love everyone. Namaste.